Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, we are from group 10, consists of me, Mustika Yanti, and our members are Devi, Oktaviani, Putri, and Sry Rahayu Harahap. Today we will be presenting about pronoun error, contrastive error, punctuation error, word combination error, and grammatical error. Okay, so without further ado, this is the explanation about our material.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Devi Oktaviani Putri. I want to explain about pronoun errors. In writing, readers often become confused when pronouns are used without a clear indication of what the pronoun is replacing. The reader does not know what they is referring to or which he did what. To fix the pronoun error, first is make sure it is clear to whom or what your pronoun is referring. Second is avoid using they to refer to individuals if you do not know the gender of the subject. Example is the incorrect sentence is the red team was losing to the blue team, but they had a lot of injured players. But the correct sentence is the blue team was winning against the red team, but the red team had a lot of injured players. The next material is constructive error. Constructive analysis is the systematic study of a pair of language with a view to identify their structural difference and similarities. The goals of constructive analysis can be stated as follows: to make foreign language teaching more effective, to find out the difference between the first language and the target language. Error analysis was an alternative to constructive analysis. Error analysis showed that constructive analysis was unable to predict a great majority of errors, although its more valuable aspects have been incorporated into the study of language transfer. Second language learner be likely to apply their first language grammatical system in second language grammar, according to Smith. They will option for second language words those they familiar, blending them using second language grammar to formulate a sentence. For example, a Malay speaker would say, "Saya makan apel semalam." But in English, we say, "Yesterday I ate the apple." If the second language learner apply Smith's argument, they would say, "I ate apple yesterday." As mentioned earlier, this statement is logical at one point, but in the other point, it shows the errors and transferred inappropriate properties those made by second language learner are noticeable, and this will apply the rule of constructive analysis. Thank you.
My name is Sry Rahayu Harahap. In this video, I will explain about punctuation error in choosing a word. So, the use of symbols not belonging to the alphabet of a writing system to indicate aspect of the intonation and meaning not otherwise conveyed in the written language. Using incorrect punctuation or using punctuation in a wrong place can completely change the meaning of the sentence. For example, as you can see, the first example, incorrect sentence is, "I waited in line, gave my ticket to the agent and boarded the plane." And the correct sentence is, "I wait in line, comma, gave my ticket to the agent, comma, and boarded the plane, full stop. This is because since we have a list of 3 items, we need to separate each item with a comma. One comma is incorrect, as is no commas. Leaving out the commas leads to confusions. The next example is the incorrect sentence. This gift is free with quotation marks. And the correct sentence is this gift is free without quotation mark, but use bold face. So quotation marks are mainly used quote speech, sentence of word. They can also be used to denote irony. They can't be used, however, to add emphasis to a word or sentence. It is not rare to find advertisements or promotional flyers carrying this error. If you want to add emphasis to a word, use the bold-face type, not the quotation mark. The last example is the incorrect sentence. As you can see both the following items, semicolon, grocery and stationery. So, this is a punctuation error because the phrase after the semicolon is not an independent clause. Rather, the appropriate use should be, or the correct sentence is, the following items, colon, grocery and stationery. Okay, the next material is error in word combinations. There are several common word combinations mistakes made by English learners, which might sound natural as they sound similar to their mother tongue, but sound un-English to native English speaker. For example, incorrect sentence is, my sister is making her homework. The correct sentence is, my sister is doing homework. We should use doing, not making, because in Indonesian speakers often say doing homework is mengerjakan PR or bikin PR. And next example is, as you can see, the incorrect sentence is, this dress is similar with the one I bought last week. And the correct sentence is, this dress is similar to the one I bought last week. So, in the sentence, we use similar to, not similar with. And the last example is, as you can see, the incorrect sentence is, my little brother starts to make so many questions. And the correct sentence is, my little brother starts to ask so many questions. So in this sentence, we use to ask, not to make. To ask so many questions, not to make so many questions. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Mustika Yanti and I will explain about grammatical error. So, grammatical error is a term used in prescriptive grammar to describe an instance of faulty or unconventional usage, such as misplaced modifier or an inappropriate verb tense. Grammatical errors are usually distinguished from factual errors, logical fallacies, misspellings, typographical errors, and faulty punctuation. For example, incorrect, I am sorry, I forgot your name. The correct one is, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Take a look to the written text. Okay, in incorrect, there was written your, which means it is false, because when we want to address someone's name, you have to use possessive pronoun. So the correct one is your name. Meanwhile, your, it's the short term for you are. The second example is incorrect. It is raining when I got home last night. The correct one is, it was raining when I got home last night. Well, in this case, the error is in tenses. It is false because the text says, I got home last night. The word last night indicate that the sentence should use past tense. So the correct one is, it was raining when I got home last night. Okay, I think that's all from our group. Thank you for your attention. And finally, I say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.